In this video, I'm going to try new electric nail file that comes in this box. And it is so small and so light, so I assume this is going to be a very small nail drill. The box is even smaller, like it almost doesn't weigh anything. This is the handpiece of the drill by Pelcas, and this is the nail drill. Like there will be no unit, just the handpiece. So let's try it. Hello guys, this is Anastasia. In this video, I will be doing new gel manicure for my grandma. She's 87 years old, and since I'm doing dry manicure on her nails all the time, and also I need to take off her old gel overlay, I'm going to try this Pelcas e-file, and we will also see how it works.
Let's do a little detailed unpacking first. Now I think I understand what this box reminds me of. It's like an iPhone box. This is a light pink chrome Pelcas handpiece, and first we need to charge it, but there is something else underneath. We have plenty of sand bands here. We have 3 different abrasives and 3 different colors. Also we have this kit. This is more like a cuticle care and a standard diamond kit set. First of all, we need to fully charge the electric nail file so we can later use it. You will see this indicator that it is charging, and once it is charged, we may use it. Let's take a look at the condition of my grandma's hands. The nails are outgrown, and I was terrified when I figured out what happened to them. She was cutting them with a scissors, so she didn't use a file, unfortunately. So now we need to take the product off. There are 5 options of speed. Red button means that this is the forward mode. This is the one we need for product removal, and I set it up to top speed, which is number 5. I'm using a carbide bit to take off the gel polish that she has on top of her nails, and I'm just lightly touching the surface because I believe she only has a base coat, 2 coats of color, and the top coat. But we can tell that the layer is very thin, so I need to be extra careful to take it off. This nail is splitted and we can see some broken free edge, so I think I will need to fix this one using gel or polygel. As I work with this file, it feels kind of weird because there's no cord coming from the handpiece because you're like used to it, and now there's nothing. But also it means that you can just charge it and use it anywhere, and this is really nice. I think this will be very convenient for home use as well as for some mobile services. Some lifting on index finger, which we need also to take off completely. After product removal, we proceed to dry manicure, and I start with pushing back the cuticles. And since my client is 87, I need to be extra careful and extra gentle. She also has diabetes, which means we cannot cut or hurt her skin. So I'm doing this like super gentle, super soft, and definitely I'm not going to clean her skin or cuticles so deep as I usually do with the rest of my clients. This is the splitted nail, by the way, and it usually bothers her because when this split is growing, it just feels so uncomfortable and everything gets stuck in there. So I'm going to fix it using polygel. I'm going to use diamond bead and lower speed. I think I will set it up to 4. And once again, red indicator means that this is the forward mode. I'm going to clean her cuticles and sidewalls on the left side of the finger. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned that this entire electric nail file is super light, so is the handpiece. So as I'm working, I can feel that this one is so light. At first it felt strange because I'm used to electric nail files with a handpiece that is a bit heavier, but as I continue doing manicure for her, I think I got used to it, and actually I think that this is an advantage. What do you guys think? Do you prefer a lightweight handpiece or do you like the heavier one? Once you need to switch to the other side, simply click on this button and you will see the blue indicator. Blue means that this is the reverse mode. There are actually only two buttons. One is for speed and another one is forward and reverse mode. And by the way, you do not need to switch it off or to turn it to 0. Once you click on it, it will automatically stop and switch to the opposite rotation. Then I clean the opposite side, which is the right side of your cuticles and sidewalls, and then I push up the cuticles. My grandma's skin is rather thin and sensitive, so I'm being super careful. At first, I was thinking of not trimming the cuticle and the eponychium part at all, but as you can see, we still have some dry skin, so I think I'm going to push it up and carefully trim it with the scissors. By the way, if you have some clients with diabetes or just any clients when you know that the skin is like super thin and sensitive, there is another option. There is so-called safety bit without abrasive. It's like super soft and this is almost impossible to hurt anyone with this bit, so you can use it instead of diamond bit. The reason I'm not using this bit and using a diamond bit instead is because I'm just being super careful. I'm not working too deep, and even though my grandma has thin and sensitive skin, her sidewalls are still very dry and there's a lot to clean. When working with electric file, if you're not using a dust collector, do not forget to clean the dust with a brush from time to time because you need to see what's going on. If everything is covered with the dust, with debris, with skin, you will simply not be able to see where you file it and what are you filing. And most importantly, we do not need to file the nail plate. We are mostly pushing back the skin to the sides, pushing up the cuticles, so later we can trim them and all the pressure should go only into the skin. I can use the same diamond flame bit to clean the sidewalls if needed, and on this finger we definitely need it right here. And also I'm not working on one spot for too long because if I will, it might be sensitive and the client may experience heat spikes. As you may notice, the shape is very different on each nail, and most of the time when I'm doing manicures for her, we're just making them as short as possible, and this is what we are going to do now. We also need to fix that middle finger, like the nail on the middle finger, because there's the split, and on the rest of the nails I will be doing a super short soft square. It is important to round the corners because if we leave them sharp, first of all, the person may scratch herself accidentally, and also it is better for adhesion with the gel polish. I have a little leftovers of the product, so I'm taking it off and taking the surface shine at the same time. This is the nail that we will need to fix. I'm going to file it as short as possible. If a person has split nail or broken nail, it is also important to make it as short as possible so we can create the rest of the nail using product. Finally, I'm trimming the cuticles with manicure scissors, being super careful, trimming only the dry part of the skin. Manicure is finished. Now we have beautiful prep clean nails, and it is time for another part of our makeover, gel overlay. But first we need to apply dehydrator and non-acid primer, and I'm going to work with this nail because we have a split there and we need to fix it. First I'm going to apply base coat, thin coat. Do not cure it, and I will show you my favorite way to fix split nails. I'm going to take a small piece of a cotton. I'm sorry guys that you can hardly see it, but maybe from this angle you will see it better because I just take a small amount and place it only onto the split. You can also use fiberglass instead, but cotton works just great for it, and then we cure it in LED for 30 seconds. Then I'm going to build the nail using polygel. We need to create the missing part of the free edge, and since we cannot just do that, I'm going to build the rest of the nail using polygel as well. At this point, many people usually ask, Anastasia, why couldn't you just use polygel? Why do you really need that small piece of cotton on a split nail. I'm sharing this from my experience because I have a few clients who had split on their nail all the time, as well as broken nails. So once you add something, whether a cotton or a fiberglass, on top of the split to hold it together, it works so much better. And if you add any hard product on the top, it can be polygel, hard gel, acrylic, anything, it is going to fix the nail and the split is not going to grow. I cured it for 1 minute in LED, and then I'm adding another one near the cuticle because we need to build the entire nail out of the product. And I'm also doing my best to make the surface as smooth as possible so we will not need to shape it a lot. I'm using alcohol with my brush, so it's not going to stick to the product and it works pretty well, but if you happen to have polygel liquid, it is going to work too. Then I cure it in LED for 1 minute and I still need to slightly shape it. I just want to make sure that it matches with the shape of another nails, and I also wanted to fix the surface on the top. So as I'm filing it, now I need to buff and file the surface on the top so it will be all matte and we will be able to apply the color on top. After filing, I clean it with a sanitizer so it will be clean of dust, and this is the nail. I think it looks pretty natural by now. Now we're going to proceed to the rest of the nails and do a gel overlay here. So we will need dehydrator, non-acid primer, but I'm going to apply it only on the half of the nail because this is usually where all the chipping and lifting may occur. And then I apply a thin coat of the base coat and cure it in LED for 30 seconds. And then we're doing the color. Every time we're finishing with a manicure, my grandma chooses the same color, her favorite one, which is light pink. And this is the only light pink gel polish that I have at the moment, so I'm doing this one. 2 coats, cure in LED each coat for 1 minute, and then we seal it with a glossy top coat. And this is the final look. What do you guys think? I enjoyed working with Pelcas e-file. I definitely recommend it for home use, and if you are a beginner, this may be something for a good start. If you're a professional, then you definitely need to look out for something more powerful. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this is your first time here on my channel, consider subscribing, as I post new product reviews and tutorials just like this one every week. See you in my next one. Goodbye!